evening. It's all about holiday joy and leveling up your special Christmas episode with some of the most iconic UAAP athletes today. I'm Mela Tunay. Merry Christmas and welcome to the game. It is the season of giving and looking back at the year that was, and who better to spend that time with than those who've had an intense year as athletes. Joining me today are UAAP icons Cansino from the UP Fighting Maroons, Alleiah Malaluan from the DLSU Lady Spikers, Jhaz Joson from the Ateneo Blue Eagles, and James Laput of the Magnolia Hotshots. Hi guys! Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Hello, hello!
Hi.
And welcome to the game. So, we're definitely feeling the Christmas spirit, diba? Pero, syempre, we wanna catch up with you guys. So, let's start with our youngest player in the house. I did mention UAAP icons, but we did miss to mention that we have James Laput here from the Magnolia Hotshots. So James, kamusta naman? It's almost the playoff season, pero mag-holiday, so it's kind of hard for athletes to be put on pause. So kamusta yung mga preparations nyo for that?
I feel like, we've been pretty good this far in the season. And I mean, Christmas is right here. Merry Christmas, everyone. And, just gonna dig down and have a lot of food, let's be honest. We're athletes, we're professional athletes, collegiate athletes. But at the same time, we're human too. So I'm gonna have a great time going into this holidays. And then once the new year comes, flip the switch and get ready for playoff mode.
Well, eto si James, no, nagpe-prepare pa din siya para sa mga games nila. But our UAP athletes right here, tapos na sila sa kanilang mga season. So, let's also start with the recent our basketball athletes. We have Jhaz and CJ. So, for CJ, ikaw naman, let's start on a high note din. Siyempre, you lost the championship against LaSalle, pero we know how you're a positive player. So, how do you manage to remain positive? Lalo na ngayon, magpapasko, dapat happy pa din.
Well, actually, mahirap kasi syempre minsan naiisip mo yung talo, pero ganun talaga yung buhay, move on lang, and Christmas so kailangan maging masaya.
Move on season ba ngayon?
Ano?
Oo. But for Jhaz, syempre, we're all trained to win as athletes, but we know that's not always the case, and we know how fierce you are as an athlete. You're a pillar of Ateneo basketball. So, how do you remain positive despite, of course, the losses na na-encounter natin, and just keeping that positive attitude, lalo na you're a leader of the team?
For me, like adding on what he said moving on. It probably is moving on season. But for me, positive mindset for me is, as long as I gave my 100%, I'm cool with it. And as long as I left what I needed to leave on behind with all the girls, I'm cool with it. So Christmas is gonna be all joyful and, like you said, food.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And syempre for Alleiah, in LaSalle, kilala yung team ninyo na very disciplined, and I think you could relate na kapag may games, madaming mga pinagbabawal, ganyan. But pag holiday season, kamusta ba ang LaSalle team? Can you share to our fans kung ano yung mga pinagbabawal sa inyo pag ganyang season?
Siyempre, we make sure na disciplined pa nga din kami. Kasi nga, lalo na hindi pa kami nag-season 86. So, we wanna make sure na on track pa din kami. We are on the right track. Especially right now, we are defending a title. So, we are motivated talaga to have that back-to-back championship.
That's right. So we go back to the winning ways pa rin. No?
Yeah.
But siguro talking about your career in general, ano yung mga biggest leap ninyo? Let's start with you, James. Biggest leap in your career this 2023?
I'd have to give it to the PBA on tour. That gave me an opportunity to shine and showcase my abilities when the team needed me. And I think that gave Coach the confidence, and my teammates like Paul Lee and Mark Baraka, Gio Halalon, that gave them the confidence in me to pass me the ball. And, just have me on the court alongside them. And I'm sure they're enjoying their Christmas right now too, and hopefully watching this. And, I think it was really the PBA on tour, and so far the PBA in general.
We're looking forward to more of those games. And for you guys, ano naman yung biggest leap ninyo this 2023?
Ako tingin ko sa akin yung time na nagre-recover ako sa injury kasi nagkaroon ako ng time para sa sarili ko na makita ko kung ano nga ba yung mga kailangan ko improve. Tapos more time din sa family. Sobrang halaga nun para sa akin kasi isa yun sa mga nakatulong din sa akin. So, yun.
Ikaw naman, Alleiah.
For me, siguro yung UAAP season 85, our last season. Kasi doon, we won the championship. But at the same time, parang during that season, may mga struggles din ako. So, that motivated me and molded me as a player. Kaya, I consider that as my lead for this
So
2023.
later on, we're gonna talk more about that. No? Ikaw naman, Jhaz, what's your biggest leap this 2023?
For me is being able to play for Gilas and representing the country. Because I know that my game is not there yet, but me playing with them made me realize what I'm lacking in. So that's what I'm really like happy for.
Well, you are the only non-NU recruit for the Gilas, so congratulations on that, Jhaz. And later on, we're also going to talk about what's next for you guys. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break. Keep it here. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. It's been quite the journey for our athletes. Kaya naman mas kilalanin pa natin sila sa tuloy-tuloy na kwentuhan with CJ, James, Alleiah, and Jhaz. Welcome back, you guys. So, eto na, dahil nga medyo year-ender na din tayo, we wanna talk about not just, the things that we celebrate, but also the things that you overcame. Dahil nga, syempre, as athletes, marami din kayong mga character-defining moments. So, let's begin with you, Jhaz. Ano ba yung biggest challenge that you faced this year, and can you share to us paano mo na-overcome yun?
For me was basically trying to time management with me because when I was playing with Gilas, I had to train 3 times a day. Now that was already hectic for me. Like I was losing my body weight, I wasn't eating properly, and besides the fact that I was training 3 times a day, my body couldn't handle it anymore to the point where my left foot was already given up on me. So I don't know if you guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys know plantar.
Yeah.
Right? So my left foot, my fascia on my arch part, it tear. I got a torn fascia there. So I played through it after Gilas. So I played through it this season because if I don't, then I'd be out for like a month. So that's already like too much for me. So I said, I'll just play with it. I'll just take painkillers. So yeah,
Like, it's a small thing. I'll just play with it, di ba?
It was so painful,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess small thing.
Yeah, but imagine leading your team into the Final Four in women's basketball, di ba? But James, ikaw, can you relate? Of course, being a professional player, how important is it na you take care of your body?
Oh, yes, it's so important to take care of your body. There's a little bit of sarcasm there because being a big man, I gotta eat a lot, and it doesn't always mean eat the right things. Like I just gotta get into calories. I think Alleiah talked about it earlier that they're very disciplined at LaSalle. Whenever my sister comes home on the weekends, straight away, I'm ordering food for me, and she's over there sitting in the corner. Shivana Laput, she's sitting there just. But as an athlete, yeah, you really got to take care of your body, especially like with your feet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about your left foot, I mean, I had bone spurs in my right, left, right, I don't know which one. It was one of them. And it's a struggle to get back from a lower injury. I think even CJ can relate.
Oh, yeah,
you know, actually all of us. Wow. So that's why you chose all four.
No, no, this is an inspiring episode. But yeah, since we're talking about overcoming injuries, no, which sometimes hindi rin natin maiwasan as athletes, we can talk to CJ about it also. CJ, I mean, being in the finals, I mean, ang ganda rin na naging testimony na despite overcoming injuries, he still managed to be at the final. So walk us through that experience.
Hindi siya madali kasi syempre, alam mo, pangalawang beses mo nang may injury na tuhod. So, lagi mo nilang iniisip na aabot pa ba ng 3. Pero syempre, as a basketball player, mataas yung pangarap ko na alam mo na kailangan yun talaga yung kunin mo eh. Talagang parang iisipin mo na lang na wala ka ng choice. Yun na yung pinaka magiging positive way na para hindi ka na matakot. So, dahil iniisip ko na wala na akong choice, basketball na lang yung parang pangarap ko, doon na ako kumukuha ng motivation.
And nag-pay off naman, di ba? Nakita naman natin. It was a great series between you and LaSalle. And speaking of LaSalle, we have Alleiah right here who also had kind of like the same testimony dahil you had an injury last year, but you were so patient overcoming that injury and it paid off. You were champions in the previous season. So ikaw naman, ano yung testimony mo about overcoming a knee injury which is very hard for a volleyball player?
Sabi mo nga, Ate Mela, parang yung patience, dun talaga na-test yung patience ko. Kasi sometimes I would break down, sometimes biglang tutulala, but at the same time, I know it will pay off at the end, which it shows. Kasi naging patient lang ako during season 85. Like, I don't know when I could play ulit. I don't know if magagamit pa ba ako. I don't even know if magagamit ako buong season. But thankfully, I was able to play during the last 4 games.
The most important part of it.
most important part of it. Kaya, ayun, I consider that.
And syempre those uncertainties, it's also big, especially you know, the frustrations of wanting to get back. So how important is a support system? At sino-sino yung mga support system nyo? For you, Jhaz, since you're part of, you know, Ateneo and Gilas, sino yung pinaka-close core mo or your support system?
For me, would be my coaches and our team. That's it. The girls and the team. That's our mini circle. It's not the outside, but it's only us inside.
Ikaw naman, Alleiah, sino yung pinaka-close mo na parang naalala mo talaga na, ay, grabing sinabi niya sa akin kaya na-motivate ako?
Maybe that could be, aside from my teammates, siguro si Coach Ramil din. Kasi kahit na medyo quiet si Coach, parang, alam mo, may sense lagi yung sinasabi niya, like nakaka-motivate. Well, that's the role of coaches naman, pero it's different when it comes from the coach. Kaya, ayun.
Ikaw naman, CJ.
Well, sa akin, yung mom ko, so, ano pa lang may sakit siya pero alam mo yun, mas inaalagaan niya ako na, oh shit.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
So yun, siya.
Okay. Ikaw naman, James, who are your biggest support system?
I was just gonna say they ain't talk about family at all until CJ. Okay, at least they have family. For me, of course, you know, teammates, coaches, team management, to Magnolia family. But you know, when it really comes to home, it's my family and then my lady at home and my son. You know, my little 3-year-old running around. The two of them at home. You know, I got to make sure that they got a house, they got food on the table, got a bed to sleep on. That really hits hard to me because, you know, I'm a giving person. I love them so much.
Christmas special, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you love your Christmas presents. But yeah, definitely family.
But since we're talking about family also, I mean, your sister is playing with Alleiah. How is it like na finally, you know, your sister and your family, they're here a lot and you see them growing as well in their field?
It was a challenge, honestly. As a brother, a lot of people just see us athletes as just athletes on, you know, playing the game, playing the sport, but they don't see the stuff behind the scenes. They didn't see the commutes and, you know, having to go pick up your sister and, you know, be there for your brother, sister, mom. So it was a challenge for me with my sister being here because it was a new kind of, all right, she's in the same country as me now. Well, I actually got to take care of her, I guess. But, you know, she loved LaSalle and she loved that aspect. And it was great being able to see her and my family more often. Actually, her and Alleiah were roommates for a bit.
Yeah. So it's definitely fun seeing your sister grow. But since we're also talking about growth, ikaw naman, Jhaz, what's your Christmas wish for women's basketball in general?
For me as a whole, like not just for me and my team, but as a whole for the whole women's basketball here in the Philippines, I wanted to grow more and more to the point where they just watch us and support us, not because they're forced to, but because they actually want to and enjoy watching it. But yeah, that's my wish.
So we're going to see more of the growth, not just of basketball, but also of volleyball and all our other sports. And that's a lot of inspiring stories from our athletes. But we're not done yet. We'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. We've heard all about 2023. Ngayon naman, let's look forward to the new coming year. And still with me are CJ Cansino, James Laput, Alleiah Malaluan, and Jhaz Joson. So guys, syempre ang daming fans din ninyo yung nag-aabang, no? So let's get to it. What is next? Ikaw muna, for CJ Cansino, ano nga abangan namin sa'yo?
Sa akin, mas gusto ko muna magstay dito sa Philippines. So baka maglaro muna ako ng MPBL and then makapadraft ako by September.
Pero wait lang, parang may hint sa Philippines. So meron na bang mga kumakatok from other countries?
Hindi ko alam kung meron pero kasi sabi ko kay Charlie D, sabi ko ayoko munang umalis. So personal choice ko talaga maglaro muna dito sa Philippines.
Yeah, so for the development muna. Alright, so abangan namin yan. Ikaw naman, Jhaz, for 2024, anong aabangan namin sa'yo?
2024. Well, I'm gonna be back here, January 10th? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be playing for Manila Hustle, so catch that. You know, Manila Hustle is 3x3 is a big tournament for the women's basketball.
That's huge.
Definitely stick with Gilas, hopefully improve some more of my game, and looking forward to playing overseas.
Wow.
Hopefully.
Okay. We're manifesting
Yeah.
that for you, Jhaz. And syempre for you, Alleiah, ano na mga abangan namin sa 2024? I hope you're already healthy. We did see you a lot during the off-season tournaments, but walk us through ano yung aabangan namin sa'yo.
Abangan nyo na mag-perform kami ng Lady Spikers sa Season 86 and we will try our best to defend the crown.
Ayan. And syempre, you're an ate na.
Yeah,
you're a
I'm an
senior na. So,
ate.
parang kailan lang rookie si Alleiah.
It's so
But
weird.
we're gonna see a new era for Lasal. Wala na yung inyong mga ates. So, ito na ang ating ate Alleiah.
One of the ates.
Yes. For you naman, James.
For me, I'll be a Lady Spiker fan for Ate Alleiah. Defend the crown again.
Of course.
For us, Magnolia, siyempre, maybe Grand Slam. You never
Wow.
know. Wow. Sana. But of course, let's get one championship first, and then the rest, let's see. But yes.
The game talaga is the place to manifest these successes, no? Pero since it's Christmas, syempre, puntahan tayo sa usapang Christmas, no? For Jhaz, ano ba yung mga Christmas traditions ninyo, or what's your favorite Noche Buena?
Noche Buena. I usually, honestly, holidays, I go back home to the States. So I just spend time with my family because I'm usually not with them all around the year. So just during the holidays. So we just go anywhere we want. So for this year, we're going to Mammoth in Cali. I'm not sure, like snow. I just spend holidays with them, basically.
Sana all may snow, di ba? Ikaw naman, Aliyah, ano bang mga holiday traditions niyo ng family?
Syempre, me and my family, we always go to my lolo and lola's house, both mother and father's side. Kasi doon na lang talaga eh. That's the normal tradition of Filipinos. Celebrate with your families, then gift-giving.
Ikaw naman, CJ. Favorite Noche Buena ninyo since ang mami mo nga baka may favorite kang niluluto niya?
Hindi siya magaling magluto.
Ay, gano'n nilagala.
hindi siya marunong magluto. So, ang tradition lang namin kasi sabay-sabay kami kumain. Sa bahay kasi namin lahat kami nandun, siguro mga 20 kami. Nandun yung mga pinsan ko, and sabay-sabay kami kumain, and Christmas party, exchange gift, tapos puro palaro.
Parang masarap mangaroling dito kina CJ. For you, James, you've been here since 2019. Tell us what it's like to celebrate Christmas with your family here in the Philippines.
Well, actually, I'm always so confused when it comes to this time of the year. Because for me in Australia, we celebrate on Christmas Day. And out here, they celebrate, yeah, exactly. Jhaz is
We
looking at me.
celebrate like when you say BER, when you see BER, it's already Christmas. It's game over. You see lights everywhere.
October, September, October.
Yeah.
October. Yeah. Once you hear Mariah Carey singing,
Exactly.
we're good. That's Christmas. But for real, coming out here, I guess Christmas Eve has always been the move, celebrating the day before Christmas, all the crazy stuff. I think this year we'll be playing, we played a couple games that were really fun, and hopefully we'll play more closer to the new year. But I think most of the time we just go out and have a great time, find a place to stay. I think we'll be in Pico de Oro soon.
Wow, and that's in Batangas, right?
Yeah, Nasugbu.
That's in our place.
Oh, yeah.
That's your place?
Batangas.
You're gonna be there too.
Ayan. So, do you have any special Christmas holiday wish for your respective teams bago tayo mag-end? Ikaw muna, Jhaz.
Me? Oh God. Well, I wish nothing but the best for the team, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas and break because y'all are gonna get killed next season.
Well, we could relate, no? Yung medyo relax pag Christmas tapos biglang bugbugan yung training. I'm sure ikaw, Aliyah, you could relate to that. Any special wish for your team?
I wish na maging healthy super yung team, like enough of the injuries, even sa ibang teams, ibang volleyball teams. And I wish na meron kami lakas ang loob para ma-defend yung title.
Ayan, we're all looking forward to that.
Can we wish that you guys can eat food too?
We must
So that Shabana won't be watching
Yeah.
on the side.
talk to our
So I
nutritionist.
could eat food with my sister.
For CJ naman, since you're leaving UP na, ano na lang message mo sa kanila?
Siguro pinaka-message ko, sana maging malaking experience. Marami silang natutunan nung last season, and madala nila yun for the next season. Kasi mas masakit yung silver.
From
Kasi
Kuya
nandun
CJ,
na eh.
Oo, sabi nga nila mas maganda daw manalo ng bronze kasi nanalo ka sa Battlefield. But nonetheless, it was a good run for UP. So from Kuya CJ, we now go to Kuya James. Kuya James, anong message mo sa Magnolia Hotshots fans?
Please keep supporting us, mga PBA fans, lahat. Also because next year will be a special year. We have guys like him coming in. So, CJ, all his fans from UP, please watch us PBA players too. We'd
Draft
love
muna
that.
ako Magnolia.
Well, we have definitely a lot of things to watch out for. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us here on our Christmas special on The Game. And of course, you can catch the games and our show live and on demand on the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos a month. So Merry Christmas! I'm Mela Tunay, and this has been The Game.